Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Quartz. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning back, welcome back. Come on in. We're all here together. All rise. The Most High God is presiding over all of our cases. The Most High God is presiding over all of our spiritual cases. Ashe to the ancestors, known and unknown. Shout out to the Ascended Masters. Big respect, big love to the spirit realm, the ethers, above and beyond, above and below, to the highest realms. In order to go high, sometimes we gotta go deep. So shout out to the shadow world. Shout out to the shadow gangsters, the shadow warriors, effortlessly, easily navigating by way of the dark night of the soul. That is a supernatural master's mastery. Navigating through the dark night of the soul. We need to absolutely normalize giving more respect to that ability to navigate through the shadows and the valleys of the shadows of death. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to the gang stalkers, like really, shout out to the gang stalkers. Let's dive into this energy. I invoke my angels, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael. As we go within, so we never have to go without, I ignite and or my divine ancestors that are aiding to assist me by way of birthright, divine right, as I come to share my gift. I'm really having a really good time sharing my gift here with everybody. I thank you for mirroring that back to me. You are absolutely a big deal, Divine Collective. So as we channel this energy in high frequency, doing the healing work. Clarify, what is it that we need to see, Holy Spirit? This karmic friend is in the reverse. They keep getting exposed. It could be a Taurus. Somebody could be from Florida or Pennsylvania. There's a karmic friend that really doesn't know how to rewrite their story without you in it. That's what I just heard. So this person is holding a space of animosity. They keep trying to come up against you. Clarify, who's this person? This could be an ex-lover. This could be an ex-friend. This could be a family member. Let's just say a karmic person is attempting to come up against you. A Taurus is real significant. Always coming around begging. This could be energetically, financially, mentally, wanting something that you have that belongs to you. Okay? Whoever this person is, it's unfortunate, I don't like this energy for them. In fact, I hate it. There's not a lot of things that I hate, but I hate this energy for this person that's not able to move forward. They're angry. They're jealous. This could be somebody that you've known since childhood, 0 to 10. The number 10 could be significant. Somebody could be holding a grudge for like 10 years. Whoa. That's a big chunk of your life. That's a big chunk of your time. ¿Qué hora es? That's a big chunk of your life. 10 years, okay? Something about you being of royal lineage. So whoever this Taurus energy is, they're in their shadow, angry, resentful, or you could be a high vibrational Taurus. We'll see how the placements play out by way of the cards. What is going on? Some type of communication. Somebody wants to communicate something to you, or they're communicating something to somebody else about you. Taurus represents the throat chakra. Maybe that's why the Taurus card came out. Maybe you're not a Taurus. Maybe somebody else is not a Taurus. Maybe Taurus represents the Hierophant. There's so many different ways that we can look at this, right? That's what I'm seeing this in different dimensions, seeing all sides in order to assess it and move on. But right now, this person's in spiritual court. What's going on? Yeah, Page of Cups. Somebody that you've known since childhood. Page of Wands. This is one of those deeply rooted relationships. Page of Wands energy and Page of Cups energy. Somebody's premature. Somebody's immature, spiritually immature. Why are they coming up as a Page of Cups and a Page of Wands? What's going on? The King of Swords. So you could be in this Taurus energy. You could be a Sagittarius in your Taurian energy. What does that look like? Speaking the truth. Throat chakra energy activated. High priestess energy activated. Third eye activated. Setting a boundary. Going within. Making head over heart decisions. The King of Swords is intelligent at best, honey. Very skilled. Very meticulous. They've learned a lot. How they feel is rooted in wisdom. Anybody can be the King of Swords energy. Any sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, they're balanced, they're unbiased, they're fair. They make logical decisions for everybody involved. The King of Swords carries the sword of truth. Never putting themselves in the face of an illusion by way of not seeing the truth. This is the King of Swords energy. So something about royal lineage, something about setting a boundary. Somebody could be from Miami, Florida, or that's significant. I see Florida. I see Pennsylvania on this card by way of the license plates. Taurus energy, something could be significant about maybe Taurus season. Maybe something happened in April 21st to May 21st. Something like that. You call judgment down. Some type of judgment is being rendered. Something like that. Judgment, righteous energy, righteous judgment. Something about a renewal, something about an awakening, some form of redemption, reincarnation, transformation. You're awakening, collective. You're in the Queen of Cups energy, overall collective energy. Collectively, we're in the Queen of Cups, judgment, and the King of Swords energy. I can also see the King of Swords as a very protective energy. An energy that will protect righteous judgment based on intuition. Queen of Cups energy, compassion. But in this energy of compassionately being authoritative, taking control, seeking the truth, getting to the truth, the star energy. Aquarius energy, the life giver, the life bearer, speaking to the water, holy waters, intuitive waters. Whenever I see the star dipping into the waters, carrying life along with the wind, in my energy and how I see it, projecting out, it's energy of hope, faith, bright, something about destiny, alignment, prospects, inspiration. It's something about your astronomy within your DNA, your royal lineage, divine collective. So why is this an issue for this person? Somebody's getting information about you. Page of Wands. This could be, I heard it through the grapevine type energy. Somebody could have heard something about you. Maybe they're finding out that you're in this King of Swords, judgment, Queen of Cups, star energy. But with the Hangman and the reverse, somebody's giving off a very bullheaded energy. Maybe they're in their dark Taurian energy. Maybe they're communicating something internally that doesn't line up with who you've become. This person wants to attack you, but I think they lost track of why they want to attack you. The Hangman and the reverse. 9 times out of 10 is stemming from some type of regret. Somebody's life is not moving forward. They're pessimistic. They lack discretion. Yeah, they're lagging. It's a lazy energy. It's a, not wanting to get up and live their own life. Stalling, discontentment, stagnation, inability to change. Somebody doesn't want to change. Somebody's still the same. 10% in the reverse. I cannot make this up. Somebody's in a loop. A 10-year loop. They also could have some form of addictions. They keep coming up as a page. Somebody doesn't want to grow up. Very impatient energy with the temperance and the reverse. Who's this karmic friend? Why are they here? Queen of Swords and the Empress energy. Big Taurus energy. Big Libra energy. Big Aquarius energy. All the signs are here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Okay? You could be anybody in this energy. But they're angry because you are the Empress, King of Swords. It seems as though somebody's in competition with your Empress status. Some of you are naturally maternal, like in a very healthy way, divine feminine energy. It's something about you being able to mature, like putting yourself in alignment of maturity. To mature on a spiritual level is really pissing somebody off. That's unfortunate. Somebody cuts 10 years. I feel like somebody's like life has been engulfed in this idea about you or trying to stop you, and now somebody needs your help. So they could be coming in with what appears to be, you know, a half-ass apology, ingenuine, setting their intentions to get something from you. Always coming around begging. Somebody could be lacking resources or something. It's almost like somebody needs you now. The Empress energy, Queen of Swords. You're setting some type of boundary. You see something from a different perspective. You're not processing this the way you once were. This seems to be really pissing somebody off to the highest point of festivity. Clarify this karmic friend. What is the deal? What is going on? The devil. Yeah, somebody's got some type of addictions. You got a Sagittarius Capricorn here. Pisces is here, big in the building. What's the Taurus energy? You could really be in your Taurus element, high vibrationally. Any sign could be in the Taurian energy. That is your throat chakra. That is you communicating something to the universe. Keeping it real, keeping it a buck. Yeah, this is somebody has some type of addictions with the devil and temperance in the reverse. Addictive behavior. This could be drugs, alcohol, overeating, oversleeping, overworking. These are bad addictions. Anything done out of balance in excess is bad. Be this literally, synthetically, or naturally a bad addiction. Somebody has addictions. Why do we care? Spiritual court. Why is this here? Ace of Wands, because the Honorable Most High is presiding over this case. Ace of Wands is about divine intervention, new beginnings, inspiration, going within. The only way you can be inspired is to go within and be enlightened. Something about your creativity. Something about rewriting the origin of your story. That's what I just heard. So you're remembering your story the way you need to remember it in order to move forward. Some of these people no longer exist in your life. Knight of Swords energy. Why are we here? Because somebody impulsively thought that they were going to attack your maturity. I just heard while you were in your incubation stage. Somebody has known you since you were a child. Page of Cups and a Page of Wands, or they're just immature. They're coming up like a child. Yeah, a childish adult. You got the Tower. Some type of realizations have been had. Long overdue. Six of Wands. You've gained some type of victory. Something about you getting some form of like recognition. This is really tearing somebody's life up. The Fool, that you've moved on. Big Gemini energy. Whenever I think of the Fool, I think of somebody that communicates effectively to the universe in a way that the universe just says, okay, all right, that's what you want. Like, yeah, you know, in order to effectively be in alignment by way of your throat chakra, your heart chakra has to be centered. Like your Christ energy has to be activated. You're somebody who's mastered this spiritual linguistics when it comes to talking to the stars in the universe. Somebody's really pissed off about that. It's a Tower. You're of royal lineage. You could have just awakened to the fact that you're of royal lineage. Quite literally. The Star energy. You're of royal bloodline. You're of angelic bloodline. This is real. The Magician. You've learned to communicate to the universe and pretty much manifest whatever you want. It's a superpower. It's a skill. This person is not happy about it. I feel like they're committed to not being happy. So even if you weren't so accomplished, or maybe if you hadn't survived them, they would still be mad. This is somebody who's dedicated their life, a great deal of their life, to being angry. They're committed to being upset no matter what you're doing. That's just their daily pursuit. Clarify this person. Karmic friend shows this person. Yeah, Spirit says, and now you know the truth too. Which means that you could be seeing this person with different eyes. Four of Cups. Somebody sits in a lot of regret. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Clarify. Wishing that they had maybe been nicer or entertained something. Whatever this is. But you moved on. The Chariot. Why is this here in spiritual court? Because the truth is out. Somebody's sitting up contemplating, thinking. Possibly about the past. Page of Cups. Somebody is overindulging, y'all. Overthinking and overindulging in something. It could be excessively eating food and they're thinking about you. Overly drinking, doing something. There's addictions here. Clarify. Why is this person here? What is it that they want? Page of Pentacles. Somebody's thinking about your childhood. This person is very immature. A lot of arrested development. That could have something to do with circumventing with addictions. You know, you miss time. You miss experiences. You miss the ability to learn from your experiences because you circumvented. The Devil and the Temperance in the reverse. Yeah. It's like instead of facing your problems, maybe this person overdrinks. Maybe they oversmoke. Maybe they overeat. Maybe they are overly sexual. Anything so that they don't have to look at themselves. This person has stunted their own growth. They're coming up as a child. Page, page, page. But somebody is thinking about childhood. I feel like this is like a childhood friend. How they've missed an opportunity with you. I just heard there's no coming back from that. King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Bad business. King of Wands in the reverse is impulsive. They have high expectations, very entitled, very self-absorbed, but ruthless. Nonetheless, very dominating, okay? Two of Wands, you made a decision to walk away. You left some people behind. This person still wants to take you down. Now they need your help. There's somebody that wants to destroy you, but they need your help. Like, okay. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not in communication with this person. Clarify this karmic friend. Why are they here, Holy Spirit? Ten of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this is whatever this is. You could have had a family dynamic with this person. This could be like an ex-partner. This could be I married my best friend or so I thought. But Ten of Cups in the reverse is like a dysfunctional family relationship. Dysfunctional family dynamic. That's what I just heard. Disconnection, lack of stability. Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's heavily stuck in the past. Recanting memories of you. But they're coming against you. For what? What's going on? What's going on? Knight of Pentacles. But now they need your help. Knight of Pentacles. A breadcrumb. Scared money don't make no money. Somebody's coming in with a little bit. Only to take a whole bunch. But the Knight of Pentacles energy. They're trying to figure out how to come towards you after they came against you or tried to. Ten of Wands. And now that they know that you know that they know you know, this person has to change their mode of operation. Somebody has no motion. Somebody hasn't moved. Somebody's the same. Like they've always been a user. They're still the same. They're just trying to figure out how to get around this new version of yourself. They don't know how to talk to you. Two of Cups, but they really want to come in and be your friend. But your requirements for friendship, it's changed. You don't need no new friends. You're in the Empress energy, Magician energy, Two of Wands energy, King of Swords energy, Judgment, Queen of Swords. You're speaking the truth to yourself. Queen of Cups, self-love energy, Two of Cups. Yeah, listen, this person doesn't know you anymore. What is their motivation? They're stuck in the past. A lot of guilt. Six of Cups. Somehow they feel like you play a huge part in their life. And they may need to come towards you, or they feel this proclivity to come towards you. Why is it that they want to come in? Like somebody feels like in order for their story to make sense, they need to be reconnected with you, reconciled with you. But you no longer exist in the story as they saw it, as they know it. Yeah, you've ascended. The Most High is presiding over your case. Look at you. Look at your energy. Judgment's been called. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, there's urgency. So somebody's reasoning is really because of resources. They want to take something from you. What did they do to try to come against the collective? Just for shits and giggles. What did they do? They spoke bad about you. They tried to hold you back with their words and conversations, or they just simply silently wished you harm, wished that you failed. These were silent conversations. Somebody's dangerous. This is a dangerous personality. They wanted delays for you. They were impatient that they weren't able to delay you. So they put a lot of energy out to hurt you. And now they need you. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, because they're lacking resources. It's urgent. Something like that. It's urgent. They need to come towards you quick. Six of Pentacles. Look, they need something from you. Somebody could be sitting up contemplating on how to call you and ask you for money. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. What's going on? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles energy, because you're coming out as somebody very abundant and stable. Big Taurus energy. Big Taurus energy. This is overall collective energy. So overall collective energy, Taurus energy is nurturing. Something about a luxurious life. Something about living well. Like, yeah, you living well. You're reaping the benefits of your work. Yeah, you should live well. We are daughters and sons of the Most High God. We deserve to live well. That's the energy that I'm feeling. I feel like what you were giving to so many people, overextending yourself, Divine Collective, we're now pouring into our own cup. The Most High is presiding over this case. This is in order. This is in alignment. So I feel like somebody's got to eat crow. Somebody's eating crow. Okay, clarify. I can make this up. The Hierophant. We're in a Taurus energy in the middle of Virgo season. What a really nice energy. We're activating Taurus energy, wealth, possessions, decent work ethics. Everything that we were giving away, we're now giving to self, and that seems to work really good collectively. The Star, you're being recognized. Queen of Cups, people see you as a sweetheart. People love you. Tapping into our Taurus energy, the Magician, Gemini energy, we are definitely in a beautiful relationship with Mercury. Resourcefulness, creation, will, and manifestation. So what is it that this person wants? What is it that the Most High is saying? Yeah, the Most High is saying this is over. You've already made a decision about this. You know, you got to be careful how you treat people when you never foresee that you may need them. This person's in desperate need of your help, but they talk real bad about you. Eight of Wands in the reverse, somebody had some hot gossip. It wasn't lukewarm. It was hot gossip, hot off the press. They was talking bad about you. Dang, that's crazy business. Now they need you. They're in some type of financial bind. You know, it's given. I'm in a bind, Nate. I'm in a bind. I need to cut a deal. I need this wheel of fortune to turn my way. Five of Pentacles. I cannot make this up. Five of Pentacles. Psychological attachments to money. Somebody was greedy, so they're losing everything. I wouldn't get in the way of karma. I wouldn't get in the way of karma with the world. This cycle is over. The universe is saying that this is somebody's karma. This is something that they put out into the atmosphere. Something that they very well could have tried to make happen for you, or that they were wishing happened to you. You're confident though. You're assertive. You're minding your business. You're determined. Something about you being socially magnetic, like attracting everything that we need. This is the energy, like you're manifesting. Queen of Wands with the Magician, that's a whole beautiful conversation. That's a symphony. That's music to my ears, music to your ears, by way of what the universe is mirroring back, and the universe is saying, yeah. Star energy, Queen of Cups energy, righteous judgment, divine intervention, the Magician, Empress energy. All these cards are in the upright, very major arcanically. Iconic, spiritually iconic. Okay, so what's the point here? Somebody didn't see that you would ever be that person. Now they got to put these wands down. They lost this fight, this brawl, this unfortunate war that they themselves invoked. You got the Five of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's out here feeling like a loser because they lost. Somebody's out here feeling like a loser because they are lost. They didn't foresee that you would be ascending to this capacity. And now, you know, it seems as though they've got some type of an issue. Somebody's thinking about just how nice you were. Somebody has nobody else to call with the Six of Pentacles. You got the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and Page of Wands. They're coming up as a page. Clarified, King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, somebody's got some addictions. Somebody's either doing drugs, popping pills, meth. I just heard meth. Okay. Yeah, somebody's doing something hard. They could be snorting a little cocaine, a little heroin, or as they say in Chicago, heroin. Oh man, sucks. You got to get out of that illusion, man. You got to stop killing yourself like that. The Devil and Temperance in the reverse with the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this shit ain't no joke. Somebody's thinking about if they want to stop. So if they get any money, it goes to that. This person is a swindler. Somebody hasn't hit rock bottom all the way yet. They're still, now they're begging to feed their addiction. They're begging for money to feed their addiction. Five of Pentacles. So the reason why they're in the Five of Pentacles is one, because they talk big shit about you, tried to stop you. Eight of Wands in the reverse. They told everybody everything. Whatever you told them in privacy, they told it. They even added a little bit to make the story more enticing and exciting so that they themselves could feel as though that they were winning, when really they're a loser. They're lost. They've lost. Somebody that's lost at their own game. It wasn't really a smart game though. Somebody lost a good friend is what they lost. You made an assessment of this person. Yeah, this is a breadcrumber. It's somebody from your childhood or somebody that you knew when you were younger, maybe in your 20s or your 30s. Something like that. Got the Knight of Cups, Page of Swords energy. Somebody's trying to find out where you are. Somebody's trying to find out where you are. This person's been watching you, like the whole friendship was this person watching you. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. This whole friendship is based on somebody watching you. Knight of Cups, Page of Swords, a copycat. Yeah, something like that. You put this to rest with the Four of Swords. It's over. Clarify, Holy Spirit. It's over. You got the Lovers. Something about commitment to your relationships. Four of Swords. You went within. You went within. Two of Swords. And you made a difficult decision. And maybe it wasn't as difficult as you thought. Leaving somebody behind that I feel like they was just behind the scenes trying to sabotage you with the Five of Wands. This is somebody that you could have been rooting for. Yeah. And they were stabbing you in the back. This person's lost. Five of Wands in the reverse. And they got something going on that they need to pay attention to. Nobody needs to give this person money. Five of Pentacles, because it's for some form of an addiction, which is why they're in the Five of Pentacles. This is somebody that unfortunately arrested their development. They're circumventing with some type of an addictive behavior. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. They feel like you got it. Just because you got it, you're supposed to give it. But with the Four of Pentacles, you're holding close to your pentacle. You don't see that as a wise decision. Big Capricorn energy. Big Libra energy. You made a very difficult decision. King of Cups. To make some type of emotionally, somewhat detached. You had to detach from this person in order to see them for who they were. You made a good emotional decision. Somebody showed their hand. Somebody has a pattern. This could have been the kind of friend that you constantly had to save. It was always something. You know, like always something going on. Every time you pick up the phone, it's always something. This is somebody that assumed that you would always be there. Emperor in the reverse. They keep coming up as immature. Emperor in the reverse is a child. An immature child that throws tantrums when they don't get their way. immature. They abuse their positions of power. The people that really, really genuinely love them, they hurt everybody that genuinely loves them. And then they play the victim. This is this kind of person. They've lost authority. I can't say they've ever had authority over their own life. This is somebody that has been this way since childhood. For some of you, this karmic friend could be a brother, an ex-lover, a friend that maybe turned into a lover. 4 of Pentacles. Whatever this is, you're holding on to your peace. You feel secure. And somebody wants to come towards you. Whoever I'm talking to, you're really responsible with money. Or you're more focused on your money. Something like that. Conserving your energy, conserving your essence. Somebody's a wandering soul. Somebody is kind of like all over the place. Aimlessly wandering. The Knight of Wands. Passionately in pursuit of their addictions. By way of painting illusions. What it's going to take to get what they need. They're asking a lot of people for money. 6 of Pentacles. You could have been generous to this person in the past. You could have helped this person. Emperor in the reverse. 10 of Wands. Somebody's stressed out. 5 of Pentacles. They don't have a lot of money, but their money is going to the wrong place. People are starting to figure that out. Ace of Swords. Queen of Wands. You're standing in this confident energy. Hierophant, Taurus energy, speaking the truth, understanding, higher learning. Talking to the Most High God. Seeking inner counsel. Whoa. Whoa. Somebody does not even know how to approach you. They don't know how to approach you. Somebody could be projecting out some type of weird energy under these addictions. It's like somebody's high as a kite. They're either drinking too much, smoking too much, snorting something, whatever they're doing, popping pills. It's like they're projecting this energy out that you should feel compelled to help them. This is somebody that never wanted you to figure out that they were behind the scenes trying to sabotage you. This person has a lot of guilt, a lot of shame. Interesting. Let's just see what else is going on. Whoa. Commercial break. This is some bullshit. Whoever this raggedy ass bastard is, this person's been really screwed up for a really long time. And they depend on a lot of people to take accountability for them, to hold a space of love and light. This person does not deserve half the people that have helped them. They want to have a pity party. They want sympathy. Somebody gets high and projects this energy out. It's very pathetic, but I feel like they do it on purpose. It's a form of manipulation. It's a pathetic energy. Yeah. Queen of Swords. The Magician. The Fool. Queen of Wands. 3 of Cups. Oh, somebody wants to celebrate with you. 4 of Cups. They keep missing an opportunity. So you got the Queen of Swords. You got the Magician. Speaking the truth. The Fool. Gemini energy. Queen of Wands. Confident energy. 3 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups. Somebody's stressed out because you're being celebrated. 9 of Wands. Somebody's getting a Tower. Knight of Wands energy. Somebody's a November Scorpio or a Sagittarius. Somebody could be a Gemini, a June Gemini. There's also Leo energy here. Somebody's birthday could be in April as well. The Moon, Cancerian energy. Somebody's hiding something. Clarify. Somebody could have did some type of magic. Who is this person? 8 of Cups in the reverse. They refuse to walk away from trying to do something. You making somebody sweat. in the spirit realm. They're breaking a sweat. Somebody's breaking a sweat spiritually, trying to come up against you. This is an energy vampire. Six of Wands, Leo energy. Somebody's committed to winning. Although they're weighed down, they're wounded. Nine of Wands in the Tower. With the Knight of Wands, they're passionately in pursuit of creating some type of an illusion. With the Eight of Cups in the reverse, refusing to walk away, and the Six of Wands. Somebody's saying, I'm going to win over you. Four of Wands in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's been caught trying to come for your energy and your abundance with the Ten of Pentacles. Four of Wands in the reverse. What's that? Aries energy. Seven of Swords is Aquarius energy. Temperance in the reverse. These people are addicted, or this person. It could be more than one person. Four of Wands in the reverse. Could be a community that's obsessed. You got a lot of people here that want your energy. King of Pentacles. It's your abundance. It's your energy. The Ten of Pentacles is your high vibrational energy. The King of Pentacles is your ability to create, to tap into the earthly realm, to get earthly things, to get luxuries, money, Taurus energy. This person, Hermit energy, Virgo energy. Why is that there? Page of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's evil eyeing you. They're evil eyeing the fact that you stay in balance with the Two of Pentacles. What's the Hermit and the Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles? What is that? King of Wands energy. Five of Swords energy. Somebody's angry because they can't beat you at some type of weird ass game, but they desperately need your help. Somebody's addicted to like trying to take you down, but currently they're weighed down. They're having a tower. Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Somebody's delusional. Somebody's thinking that things are going to get better and they're not being realistic. They're not being logical. They're overextending themselves. They got the nerve to be giving you the evil eye. This could be a group of people. This could be a group of people that are trying to feed off of your, or harvest off of your pentacles. With the Five of Pentacles, they're like in poverty. Eight of Swords, feeling trapped in poverty. Bound to it. Page of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Cups. Yeah, big projection energy. I felt that. I feel like somebody's projecting out this woe is me energy, sympathy energy. Somebody could also be burning candles. That could be somebody else. I don't know if somebody got money to buy candles, but they want to come in and beg from you. What's the Seven of Cups? Somebody could be doing like sending out sympathy energy. Yeah, or like a love spell. Yeah, like they're in love. Look, the King of Cups energy and the Seven of Cups. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. Seven of Cups. Death. Scorpionic energy. Two of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Somebody's trying to dominate you. Strength in the reverse. I could be picking up on other energies now. Show me the people in the comments. 7 of Pentacles. You got people that could have possibly have paid for some type of spell work in order to get equal give and take. These are sympathy spells, y'all. 6 of Pentacles. Giving a little in order to gain it all. These are sympathy spells. Somebody's sending out an energy of sympathy. But with strength in the reverse, they want to dominate. They want to weaken your defenses so that you give them this energy. It's like love, Queen of Cups, loving, sweetheart, King of Cups, death. But you've gone through some type of a transformation. Somebody wants you to abandon your wisdom and what you've learned and what you've gained in order to redirect a 2 of Cups in your position and your parameter. Somebody could be at a distance. Whoa, this got deep. 6 of Cups is somebody from your past, and the 10 of Wands is stressed out. Somebody absolutely is getting high off of something and thinking about you a great deal. I don't know what the hell they're on. I need to clear my energy. I don't know what the hell this person is on, but they're on something, and it has them in La La Land. Somebody wants you to see them as somebody that you should be showing love to. But it's not working. Wow. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it's not working. Remove these illusions. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a breadcrumber. It's somebody that wants to come in and give you an offer. But it's almost like somebody practicing to be a divine feminine or masculine. Be this a friend, an ex-lover, somebody from your past. 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands. They could be projecting old images out to you so that you remember the past. But I feel like we're just not there, y'all. I feel like we're not under this illusion. Yeah, if you've mastered yourself, you've already rewritten your past and you've rewritten the cast of characters in your life. So I don't know if this person knows that they don't exist in your memories. Not the way they want to, because somebody's projecting it out to you. This is like heavy projection, heavily under the influence and thinking about you a great deal. Tower. But it's because they need resources. It's because they want to go buy whatever they're addicted to. Somebody's finding it difficult to try to come up against your royal lineage. Whoa. It's somebody that tried to destroy you. Let the record show that the Most High is presiding over this case. Royal lineage. Somebody's obsessed with you. I feel like whoever this person is, they don't know you anymore, and that terrifies them. Holy Spirit, beautiful angels, please close any doors that don't need to be open. You're the star. Aquarius energy. You've healed. Royal lineage. You're of royal lineage. I can make this up. You're coming up as somebody very, very intuitive. Star energy, air energy, water bearer energy, water sign energy, goddess of swords, comparable to the Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Clarify, Holy Spirit. I just heard, where everybody knows your name, but they're always glad you came. Something about I want to go where everybody doesn't know my name, where nobody knows my name. 4 of Cups. These people don't feel like they know you no more. Persons, places, karmic situations, situationships, whatever this is. 4 of Cups. They've missed a really wonderful opportunity to have a really good life with you. Okay? 4 of Cups. You're not interested. Look at the Zen state of mind. Look at the yellow. happy. Look at the purple. Royalty. Going within. You are dominating your own energy. There's no room for petty intrigue of somebody that wants to attempt to dominate how you see them when you see the truth. This person can't change your vision of them. Wow, this shit got deep. 5 of Swords. Yeah, look, they're sneaky, they're deceptive. Somebody's really angry that they weren't able to stop you, but now they need you. Whoa. Talk about being the pot calling the kettle black. Somebody didn't think that they would ever need you. Now they're standing by the sideline with their 2 cents, with something to say. It's giving peanut gallery. Somebody is out here looking crazy. Death. I could not make this up. Some type of an awakening, some type of an ascension. Life and death. Scorpionic energy. You went into the depths of your soul and you rewrote the script. You got depth. 5 of Swords and a 9 of Swords. Ooh, wee. Ooh. 5 of Swords, death, and the 9 of motherfucking swords. What exactly can we say about that? It's an ego death. Whoa, what's that death? 9 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. After being sneaky and deceptive. Somebody didn't want the best for you. Somebody is an opportunist. They always been that way. They've only gotten worse. Somebody's only become more sophisticated at being more manipulative as time has gone on. In their minds, they're getting better because they're finding more ways of how to, successfully extract what they need to extract. This is a selfish person. They mean nobody else other than themselves any good. And even themselves, they seem to lack this energy of treating themselves well. You got the God of Pentacles. It's something about your stability. Somebody has grown up, mastered, manipulation, but it's nothing to a spiritual person who's tapped in that's not interested. The Star and the Goddess of Swords, you see this as child's play. You see this as mediocre behavior, non-existent behavior. Yeah. You're shooting for the stars. The Wheel of Fortune, I can't make it up. Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus energy, Leo energy stands out on that card. Something about being at the top of the wheel. Look at the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the wheel. See her in the 9 of Swords? Does that look familiar? She's in the 9 of Swords, the bottom of the wheel. You worked your way up and you worked your way through the shadows. Clarify? Somebody's kind of losing it. Whatever this manipulation is, it doesn't seem to be working. You got the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody wants to come in with like a small offer, hoping that you're receptive to reconciling in this friendship, relationship. It's a no. 6 of Wands in the reverse. They only want to come towards you because they've lost. Somebody's a loser. But this is somebody that you were not in any forms of a battle with. You're like, oh my God, we're in a battle. But you're my friend. You're my ex-lover. You're my whatever. At the time, whatever you told yourself in that moment, 6 of Wands in the reverse. This is like a winning at all cost type energy. 6 of Swords, because you've healed. You've turned your back on what you needed to turn your back on. 6 of Wands in the reverse. This person's losing. Damn, the Emperor in the reverse. Still trying to dominate the way you see them. Ooh, nasty business. Clarify. This could also be a karmic father figure. With the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, because you moved on. You are balanced. So whatever was said about you, 2 of Wands, it really doesn't matter. You're out here having a conversation with the universe. You've mastered what's in your cup. You're calling in from the universe what it is that you want. Alchemy. You're alchemizing your situation. You're creating with Source. person's projecting sympathy. Quite obsessively, but mostly in a very dominating way. They want to dominate your life. Control it. I just heard it's all they think about. The world in the reverse. Not wanting to admit that something's over. This is like trying to get you to come back to a fragmented timeline of which you don't resonate with. Collective. Ace of Pentacles. The divine. The Most High God, divine, is presiding over all of our cases. You got the Ace of Pentacles. You got a better offer from Source. You got a better offer from the universe. And we're taking that offer. Six of Swords, turning our back. Look, I can't make this up. Clarify, karmic friend trying to come against you. Judgment in the reverse. Whoa. Somebody spiritually can't wiggle their way out of this judgment. Somebody feels like somehow you are the missing piece to them, hopefully dodging this karma. But it's time for somebody to get a taste of their own medicine. This is what the universe is saying. Now, newcomers and even people returning, sometimes I come off like I'm the prosecutor and the defendant. Sometimes I come off like I'm the devil's advocate. I'm a little bit of both. I'm a little bit of both. Maybe all of the above, but aren't you? Listen, this is crazy. If we look at this from the perspective of this person that's playing the victim, it's not looking so good. You ever see somebody suffer from delusions of grandeur? Like you see right through their manipulation, but they still somehow have this inclination to try to manipulate you, and you're just looking at them like I know you lying, right? Like, you know you lying, right? Do you know that you lying? High Priestess. Your High Priestess is activated. Your crown chakra is activated. You are the High Priestess. Your intuition is on point. You've mastered your shadow, and you've mastered enlightenment to a certain extent, enough that you don't resonate with this. Now, if we look at it from your perspective, you have a right to set a boundary with people that have only shown you a side of themselves that they refuse to pay attention to or hold themselves accountable to. The Goddess of Swords is somebody saying, enough, this is my boundary. You cannot cross this threshold. Star energy, I'm going to tap into my birthright by divine right. And I'm going to leave this cup behind with the Four of Cups. It's unfortunate, yes, but we have to leave that cup behind. And I'm going to go ahead and just accept this offer with the universe by way of this Ace of Pentacles. With the universe, Supreme Being energy, Temperance energy. I'm going to balance out my heart and be good to myself. Earth Angel energy, Two of Wands. And I'm going to move forward in a way that my world is protected. This is my energy. These are two completely different conversations with the universe. Hence the fact that you're in this stable energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, in pursuit of your stability. Internally, externally. The Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's in desperate need of your energy. This person feels like an energy vampire. Somebody lacks ingenuity. They lack creativity. They lack self-motivation. This person comes with burdens. Five of Swords, death, the Nine of Swords, child, lay down and die. Emperor in the reverse, manipulative. Six of Wands in the reverse, the World in the reverse. Refusing to see something from a certain perspective. Judgment is in the reverse. The universe is mirroring right back to this person what it is that they need to change. Somebody could also be addicted to shopping. Whatever they're doing with their money, they're not being responsible. Not enough that they're taking care of their own stability. Somebody's full of excuses. Somebody's lazy. This person is draining. If you allow them to be draining, they will drain you. I can't make it up. Look, they're lazy. Look at the way this person just laying up lazy. Damsel in distress. Could be a man too. Just, oh, I'm so tired. Give me a minute. You said that 8 days ago. You're lazy. 4 swords. Somebody could always be in the bed, laid out, lazy. Yeah, this is somebody that feels that they are entitled, or whatever they're overindulging in could have them in this lackadaisical energy. Give me one more card before we get out of this energy, Holy Spirit. Yeah, it's over. You're in this confident energy. You're going to make the right decision. The decision has already been made. The Most High God is presiding over all of our cases. As we close this spiritual door, shout out to the spirit realm, ashe to the divine ancestors. Shout out to all the people that are co-creating with their higher selves, unapologetically, in a very beautiful way. You are the high priestess activated. I love y'all so very much. Take this reading as it resonates. If it doesn't, listen, just hold yourself accountable. Hopefully you were able to focus on the reading and not get distracted by those distractions in the comments. This is an interesting reading. I love y'all so much, okay? I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.